Tonight I want to talk to you about the rock. No, not that rock, this rock. That's right, Alcatraz. Alcatraz is in the news suddenly because Donald Trump got the bright idea of reopening Alcatraz to become a prison once again. Here's Donald Trump explaining his logic.
You look at it, it's sort of, you saw that picture that was put out, it's sort of amazing. But it sort of represents something that's both horrible and beautiful and strong and miserable, weak. It's got a lot of qualities that are interesting, and I think they make a point. Okay.
Well, yes, I will agree with the president on this. It represents something, not quite sure what, but it represents something to the president. Probably it represents his desire to somehow appear tough. This is Donald Trump trying to be tough guy, talking about reopening Alcatraz. It also represents how fundamentally unserious this president is. Let me explain why. So Alcatraz had been a federal prison in the 1930s up through when there was a Kennedy in the cabinet. Not this Kennedy, this Kennedy. That's right, it was shut down by Robert Kennedy in 1963. And why did they shut down this very famous historic prison that once held Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly? It was shut down because it was simply economically infeasible to keep it open. It was isolated, there was no fresh water, it cost 3 times as much to run as any other federal prison, so they shut it down. And since that time, Alcatraz has had a storied career in the movies. You might remember this classic film, The Rock by Michael Bay.
Let's talk music. Do you like the Elton John song Rocket Man?
I don't like soft ass shit.
Oh, you know. Well, I only bring it up because it's you. You're the Rocket Man.
Or you might remember Escape from Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood.
D-block, Morris. He came at me. I said D-block.
But probably the most classic film of all is The Birdman of Alcatraz with Burt Lancaster.
See gold teeth. Taste sweet whiskey or red-eyed gravy. The air breathes easy. Nights move faster. And you tell time by the clock.
But more to the point, over the last several decades, Alcatraz has been a national park and an incredible destination for tourists. Millions and millions of tourists visit Alcatraz every year. So Alcatraz as a national park raises millions of dollars, about $60 million a year for the Park Service. So it is a very popular tourist destination. I think I went there with my family when I was in middle school. But it's a unique place, this island off of San Francisco, and also for the Park Service, very much a lucrative place that helps support the other parks. But here's what's at the root of Donald Trump's crazy idea, and that is it is part of a broader attack on the national parks, because Donald Trump wants to make massive cuts to the national park system. In fact, he's already laying off scores of park rangers, degrading the quality and condition of our national parks, and the budget the president has produced would cut the parks even further, not only decimating the resources we need for habitat and trail maintenance and parking facilities and restroom facilities, and so that you don't have to wait indefinitely to get a permit to camp at a park, but also he wants to take certain parts out of the park system altogether, either turn them into state parks or do something else with them. So he's trying to devastate the Park Service, and this is very serious. The parks, I think, are in crisis. I was just at 2 of our incredible parks in California, Whiskey Town National Recreation Area, as well as the Channel Islands National Park. Just 2 of the incredible treasures in the Park Service. And the American people love these parks, and for good reason. It's so wonderful to get out in nature, and we need to preserve the parks. So Donald Trump can say what he will about Alcatraz. He can call it big, bold, beautiful, crazy, horrible, destructive, whatever the hell he wants to call it. But the attacks on the Park Service are serious. We're going to fight back. We're going to stop them. Or as The Rock would say,
and I quote, "You know your damn role and shut You're